So, I was lucky enough to buy this antique fashion book from a private seller. It is from 1927, from Germany, Leipzig, and it concerns all things underwear. There are many house linen things, many models, aprons, things for the baby or for growing children, both genders, then suggestions for embroidery, a little reading card with poetry on it, something you don't find anymore, very charming. And then you have something more for house linens, suggestions how to pleat, how to store your embroidery. Most important, the patterns in these books. They concern everything that's in there. They are almost unused, and I'm really happy that I got them. There was somebody who already tried to work with this. You can see there is a pattern here with old German written on it. It says Ärmel. Interesting. And so I was trying to find a pattern that was really easy to see if I could work with this book, and I found these two kitchen caps, and they seem to be pretty easy. They should look like this, and surprisingly enough, they don't have this pattern in all of the patterns. You have to construct your own. It is 18 centimeters in height, 36 centimeters in width for the half circle, and then you have a second piece which is 12 centimeters in height and 25 centimeters in width, and you fold it in the middle. So this is your pattern, and this is me just drawing this half circle out so that everything should be complete. What they don't tell you is that this is only half the pattern, and you have to double all those sizes. I have put a narrow hem on the round piece. You could also do this by machine. This is the other side. But I was just having fun doing some hand sewing. In the instructions, they say that you should have a rubber band, which you should make interchangeable at the back of the cap. And it should be done after a certain method, which they are showing you on another page. So just to show you where it is supposedly here at the back, the drawn line of the cap. And then they are doing this in this fashion with buttons and with little buttonholes. And I think they are doing this because the rubber of 1927 was not as solid as the modern rubber band. So I'm taking my little liberties here, and I am changing this rubber band for just a simple band which I am simply sewing into the narrow hem. Should be stable enough, and that will be a little bit more inconspicuous, just hidden under this fold, so you can't see. And here is the finished hem. You can see I've done this all around. Very important that you don't finish your seams, because otherwise you won't be able to gather the whole thing, and that is very necessary. In this book they also tell you how to really gather anything in the good fashion, and if you're good at gathering, you could do this by hand, and you could stroke the folds individually, each fold with a blunt needle, and so the folds get nice, even, they get to be very straight, and they should look like in this third picture in the end. But my cap is not a hanging garment, it's a standing garment, and so I'm just doing this like so. This is the gathered cap, already looks like a cap. This is the band over it, already ironed. And so this will be a part of that, almost around the whole thing, just apart from a little gap at the end. This is the band stitched on, or better, pinned on with some pins. And I've left this thing open at the side. You could also close it already, but bear in mind that you have some tape to put in there. This is the tape, and also the finished cap already. This is what it looks like. Don't forget to also finish the ends of the tape with some hand or machine stitching, just as you prefer. And then you're actually done. Congrats!